All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. Welcome to Accurate Pips and welcome to another video of ours. If this is your first time here on the channel, do well to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon. You can just go to YouTube and then in the search bar you type Accurate Pips. Okay, Accurate Pips, and then you will see this logo with 2.3k subscribers. You can just, if you're not subscribed, you click on the subscribe button and then you turn on the bell notification icon so that anytime we upload new videos here on the channel, you'll be notified that Accurate Pips have uploaded a new video on the channel. Without much ado, let's go into the reason why we are recording today's video. So guys, as you know, Accurate Pips have developed or is having a tool, an SMC system that it trades with currently. And today I want to explain how the system works. Okay, how our system works. That's what I want to explain today. So this will be like the part one of the video where I'll explain how the system works both on volatility indices and also Forex. Okay, which includes NAS 100, US 30, and co. All right. So our system works on all assets. Okay, talk about boom and crash. So I will show you in the video that it works on all assets, boom and crash, whatsoever be it. And we've been using the system for some time now. We've been testing it and the results have been great. But I don't want to talk about results today. I just want to talk about how the system works and how you can have access to trading ideas from our system, the terms and conditions that you need to fulfill to be able to have access. All right. Now, without talking much, let's go to my MT5 desktop and then let's have a look at how the entire system plays out. Okay, how the system works. Sorry, just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, so here we are on my MT5. As you can see, this is my Deriv account, and you can see currently this is volatility 51s running. Okay, and I'm going to explain how I use this system, the time frames I use, how I pick trades on the system, and how I confirm my entries as well. All right. So what I do is, first of all, I like to go to my daily time frame. Okay, I scalp, and I day trade. So I like to start from daily time frame. Sometimes I go to weekly, but mostly I start from my daily time frame. So here on the daily time frame, I come and I look at what the trend is. All right, so I look at my market structure. What is my market structure telling me? This is how we use our system. So we don't use it, we don't just trade anyhow with the system because the system has given us a signal. No, we follow all the rules of SMC or price action trading with the system. All right. So when we come here, we can see that here we are on an uptrend. Both external structure and internal structure are on what, an uptrend. Now let me explain this. Where we have this bold BOS in bold is the external structure, the overall structure. Then when we have the BOS, the change of character, the BOS in like lighter ink, okay, is our internal structure. All right. Now, so our internal structure is showing us a bullish move, and our overall structure is also showing us a bullish move on the daily time frame, which means that all in all, we are bullish on this particular asset called volatility 15 on the higher time frame. Now, from there, I check out my H4 to see what H4 is also telling me. So now remember that on daily time frame, so basically I'm explaining how the structure, how we look out for the structure. Okay. So my daily, my H4 is also telling me. Remember, the daily time frame gave us a bullish sentiment, both for internal structure and also for external structure. Okay, so it gave us that bullish sentiment. Now, this is what you have to understand. When you get to H4, you look out for trend on H4. Where is my trend on H4? Okay, so here you can see that on H4 also our trend is what? Our overall trend, okay, that is the general trend, is bullish, because you can see the bold boss, okay, the bold BOS, 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 the bold one are all what? Bullish. So overall structure, we are bullish. Okay, now, but then internally we have changed from what? Bullish to what? Bearish. That is internally, not externally. So it means in the short term, you can look for what? Selling positions on H4. That is what the internal structure is telling you. Until we see another change in character internally, I'll explain what this premium, equilibrium, and co are in a different part. Okay, I don't want this part to be very long, so I only explain the structure over here. So overall structure, both daily time frame and H4 time frame are in alignment. Okay, so what we do next is now that I know my H4 is also bullish and aligning with my daily time frame, either I'll go to H1, M30, or M15. Okay, I'll pick one of them, go to it, and also see whether it is aligning with those three, those two time frame, that's H4 and daily. Now, if I realize that, so for instance, I'll go to H1. So now this is H1. See the interesting thing that is happening here on H1. You can see that on H1, our overall structure is bearish. Why? Because this change of character in bold has shown us that we have moved from this change of character, the green one at the top here, we have moved from it into this bearish change of character. So this change of character here, I refer to it as a liquidity sweep. Okay, you can say this is a break of structure. We change this state, this structural movement, and then we change again back to bearish movement on H1. So on H1, we can see market being bearish, but remember that on H4, the bearish move we were having was our internal move. So the internal move we were seeing on H4, which was bearish, is caused by H1. Okay, so our system is already giving us a clue. So on H1, both our internal and external structure are all bearish. Is not aligning with our H4 external structure, but it is aligning with our H4 internal structure. So it is still suitable for us to make trading decision with. Later on, I'll explain how we look at the zones and other markings on the system. Okay, I'll explain them. Now, if I see H1, I can now go to M30. You know, you don't need to do plenty work. All right, because the system has marked everything for you. All you need to do is to identify where my trend is based on the things I'm talking about here in this video. All right, once you are able to identify where the overall trend is and where the micro trend, which is the internal trend, is, you are good to go. All right. All right. So now on M30, we can see that market is bearish. Overall structure is bearish. As you can see, you have the bold bullish structure, bearish structure. You can see BOS here is bold, change of character bold, and then the internal is also bearish. Just that currently down here, price has shifted from bearish internally to bullish. Okay, I'll explain something about how to use this later on when I want to talk about how we use our entry system, entry criteria on this system. Okay, all right, and I'll be doing more future videos on the system. Okay, now let's move on. So now once I get to 30 minutes, I'll go straight to what 15 minutes to see. I'm not drawing anything, so I can move through even all the time frame. But we are not, all this one I'm saying now, we are not making trading decision based on them. All this one I'm saying now is just we are looking at how the trend is playing out on the various time frames. So you can have a piece of paper and you can be jotting it down. Okay, H1, I saw that overall is so and so, internal is so and so that I have fair idea. Okay, now over here on 15 minutes, as we can see, our overall structure is still bearish and our internal structure is bullish, because we can see here we have shifted from bearish to bullish. Okay, now mostly I take my trades on 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and 1 minute using the system. After all this analysis, I come down to those time frames to take my entries. Okay, to minimize risk to reward ratio. And mostly I like to always take 1:2 risk to reward ratio. It's a very powerful risk to reward ratio. Okay. All right. Now, so if we go to 5 minutes, you can now see 5 minutes. You can see 5 minutes is now fully bullish. External structure bullish because of this change of character here, but internally it is shifting bearish moment in the moment that we are currently, because we can see this change of character after price taps into a zone above the bar. That's not what I'm talking about in this particular video, so I don't want to talk too much about that. Okay, and then we have seen a break of structure and market is trying to push lower. So now this is the time frame where I'll begin to make entry decisions. All right, but I'll talk about that in different video, how we do our entry, we take our entry decisions with the system. I'll talk about that in later videos. Okay, all right guys, so if this is your first time here on Accurate Pips, do well to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon. All right, so I told you guys that I will show you the fact that this system works on boom and crash. So this is boom 1000. As you can see price here reacting on this zone, giving us the sell, reacted on this zone again, gave us the sell, retested it, gave us the sell. But we'll talk about all those things in future videos. Okay, so this is H1. Let's go to M15. With boom and crash, I take my entries on M15. All right, so as you can see price react here and then boom, retested again and boom. You can see that over there. You can see price came into this premium zone and then sold over there. You can see here price taps into the zone, this particular one, and sold. All right. So you can see there are untapped zones at the top. And one beautiful thing about the system is once a zone is broken, it deletes it. All right, I will explain that in a different video. So on boom and crash, we take from 10 minutes. Okay, we take our entries 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30-minute time frames. Those are our main time frames that we take our entries from. Okay, so here you can see it push down into the premium zone and then we boom up. All right, guys. So we have a lot of examples. Let's look at this is boom 300. As you can see price taps into the zone here, went into the upper section, tap back, and is ranging between those zones over there. All right, let's see if we can go to our entry time frame, which is the 10 minutes. So you can see here price taps back into the zone and then drops, taps into the zone, drop, price taps back into the zone, drop. And all this you can get your 1:2. Okay, here price tap, drop again. But as you know, once a zone is tapped once, we don't it's not advisable to go into that trade again. Okay, or even if you are going, you have to lower your risk. All right. Then let's go to crash. So this is crash 1000. As you can see, price taps into this zone here and then sold. Price taps into the zone here and then bought, tap here, sold. But remember, we are not just buying or selling from the zones. Okay, we are going to buy or sell from zones based on trend. This one I'm just showing you how price is reacting to these areas. All right. Okay, guys. So for now, that is what I want to say. But let's see. This is BTC. Okay, Bitcoin. And as you can see price working perfectly, system working perfectly well on Bitcoin as well, which is a crypto coin. Okay, I traded this particular setup. Come on, let me see, where is that setup? Okay, here it is. Oh, come on, let me. Okay, so this guy here, okay, so I traded this setup here when price took this liquidity that it wrote chalk over there because of the zone above. I took an early entry, okay, over there, and truth be told, price didn't tap directly into the zone, but then because I took the trade early, I got my 1:2, okay, before price now started going back up and then now started forming bullish. As you can see, price went tap back into this zone, went up, retested the equilibrium zone, and is still going up. So guys, this is how we use the system. It works on currencies, it works on volatility, boom and crash, BTC, that's cryptos, name it, stocks, it works on all of them. So guys, if you want to enjoy signals from our system, just DM me on WhatsApp or Telegram. Okay, mostly I'm very active on WhatsApp, but you can DM me on Telegram as well. I'll check it out and respond to you and give you the guidelines that you follow to join our VVIP page for the system, where we drop the setups and the signals, that is the entry confirmations for you to make money. We don't charge for our signals. So we have some guidelines that you have to follow, but we are not taking any money, but you must be ready to trade before we allow you to join the page. Thank you guys, and see you in the part 2 of the video.